Midjourney has a very cool feature that lets you run multiple prompts at once. And this is one of those things that you learn by example. Let's say I want to create an image of a portrait of a dog floating in space. If I check my settings, I'm going to be doing a 1.1, standard 8.1, and no aesthetics, I mean default. If I run this generation, I'm going to be getting that portrait of a dog floating in space. And once we get it, we get something beautiful because it's Midjourney. But if I want to run the exact same prompt with different subjects, I just have to copy and paste. I would need to go right here, use the text, then go here, and then change it for, I don't know, something else. But we just don't need to do that. If you want to run the exact same batch with different terms, you just use the curly braces and add each subject separated by commas. For example, I will start the same way, portrait of A, and then we open and close curly braces. Then I just go on and complete the rest of the prompt. But then inside the curly braces, we need to add the different subjects. For example, a dog, a cat, a mouse, and a cow. When we run this prompt, Midjourney will create one for each of the subjects. I'm gonna run it right now, and first it will go and create a portrait of a dog floating in space, then a cat floating in space, a mouse, and then finally a cow. And just like that, with one single prompt, we get many generations. So awesome. Now this is super useful, especially when you create icons. For instance, I have this prompt, guitar, vector illustration, lineal icon, Adobe XD, minimalist. Black background, outline styled, blue outline color. But instead of just saying a guitar, we can open and close curly braces and say guitar, speakers, phone, and then hat. And if I run this, it will create an icon for each of the elements inside the curly braces. We get the guitar, then the speakers, then the phone, and then the hat. And notice, of course, since the prompt it's kind of a detail, let's say, it will keep the aesthetic design on all of the icons, right? So if you like this video and how I teach, you can join one of my courses. Check the links at the description. This is not just for subjects or icons. You can use it for whatever you want. For example, I will say a woman walking in and then open and close curly braces, and we just can add locations, for example, New York City, London, and Paris. And I'm gonna run this generation and we will get that woman walking in New York City. Then it will go and create it in London, and then we will get it in Paris. So Midjourney doesn't care what element you're iterating over. It simply takes the prompt and runs different variations for each item. Now, Midjourney also lets you nest those iterators, meaning that you can iterate over an iterator. And I know it sounds confusing, but if you have a background in web or software development, this will be a piece of cake. And just like in development, the best way of learning this is by example. So I'm going to say that I want a cat and I want a dog. Then walking on, and we open and close curly braces again. And I'm going to complete the prompt with a street, the mountains, and Mars. So what will happen is that Midjourney will take the first element, in this case cat, and it will run a variation for each of the second element. For example, a cat on a street, on the mountains, and then Mars. When that batch or iteration is over, it will move on to the next iteration, which is the dog. And then the whole thing starts over. A dog walking on street, mountains, and then Mars. And just to prove this, I'm going to run this generation. I'm going to go at the bottom, and it says a cat walking on a street, a cat walking on the mountains, and then a cat walking on Mars. Once the cat batch is done, it will go through to the dog walking on the street, in the mountains, and then to finish on Mars. And just like that, you could just keep adding more nested iterators as much as you need. Just to give you one more example, I have a cat and a dog, that's the first iteration, wearing sunglasses, a hat, floating in space. So now we have 3 different lists. What will happen behind the scenes? Remember that the first iterator will go over the second one, and the second one will go over the third. So first is a cat, sunglasses, and then water. And then a cat, sunglasses, and space. Then the cat needs to go to the second element on the list. So a cat, a hat, water. Then a cat, hat, space. When that batch is done, it will move forward to the next item in the list, and the whole thing starts over. I'm gonna run the generation and we can see it in action. I'm gonna go at the bottom, and we have a lot of generations. First is the cat, sunglasses, water, cat, sunglasses, space, cat, hat, water, and then cat, hat, space. And then we start with the dog. A dog, sunglasses, water, sunglasses, space. That, the sunglasses batch is done, and we move forward to the hat. So hat, water, hat, space. Although this is just fantastic, this will consume a lot of your fast hours, so use it wisely. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Don't be a stranger.